Welcome back, guys. Going into the third hour here of week 26 of Roleplay Mirrorshades. Wheat, you're doing something hopefully epic through the beads.
Right. You kick a hole in the beaded curtain and emerge into the room, startling Gavin.
Gavin.
Like, turns.
And I kind of stomp forward. All right. Remember when I told you I wasn't being very truthful with you before? Well,
he nods nervously.
I haven't been truthful again. I'm sorry, but I have to tell you what this is all really about because we need your help.
He says he like puts his hands up and says okay, but this isn't some big elaborate embarrassing joke, right? Because I have had that happen to me and it sucks. It sucks really bad.
Gavin, I walk in and peek behind Bonbon. And I'm like, I promise this is real, and you need to hear it.
You're not gonna be like, oh, hey Gavin, you should come to the prom with me, and then I'm gonna go and nobody's gonna be there.
All right, Gavin, that's not.
Everybody's gonna make fun of me. No.
All right,
okay.
and trust me, this has nothing to do with corsets and tuxedos and prom dresses.
Look, because I'm sensitive to this. I'm a sensitive guy.
I understand. Let me explain. Almost everything I told you about Javier was halfway true. He is trapped in the Brotherhood compound on Council Island. We are a band, sort of, but more like a band of brothers. All right, we're Shadowrunners. Straight up, Gavin. I know you know this. You're a smart individual that builds drones. You're a rigger. You've probably been around a few Shadowrunners in your time. What do you think? All this in and out, crusher, troll. Look at this. You think this is it's not a sitcom. This is real life. We need your help. You fly drones. You could supply us with something that we need, which is intel, information, and potentially diversion. We are going to be going on a boat. We don't have much time. 8 o'clock we have to meet Crusher. We are going on a boat. 100 credits is what it costs us. I will pay your way to go across on this boat. You will bring drones across. You will be in a safe location where you cannot be shot at by the people who have guns, because that was important for my boyfriend to make sure that he communicated with me to tell you there will be guns, but you will be at a safe distance so you do not get shot. All you need to do is fly a drone, relay information that you gather with said drone back to us. Gavin, that's what I need you to do. Of course, Night Sass has talked up your drone ability for the last several weeks. We know you're good. What say you?
Can I have a flashback before he agrees?
Yes, absolutely. Because I think everybody has one left. So.
Well,
so we pan over to Night Sass, and Night Sass is looking into the middle distance, and we fade back.
First, I'm looking at Bonbon say all this, and I'm looking at Gavin. He might become our 5th member or something like that. I just get a flashback. So when I was on tour over the past year, so there'd be all this very loud music and all these flashing lights. And
so that's
people.
I love the idea of that being it's an audio fade in, right, where it's just we look at Night Sass and we just hear the crowd roar, start to build, and the flashing of lights, music, and then the visual fades out to the concert. So is it in the middle of a concert, or is it just just over?
I'm on stage. Yeah.
Okay.
It's one of the many concerts that I had. And so everyone's singing the lyrics to my song, which means it's a lot of repeated Night Sass.
Yeah,
and whatnot. And it's a really great time, but when you look at my face, I'm just very blank. I'm kind of just staring out over it all. And I'm not really feeling that well. But then I look to the side of the stage, and my bodyguard, he's there, and I look at him, young Taiga. He just gives me the thumbs up, and I'm like, do this.
Okay.
I was and then I come back and I shake out of it. And I look at Gavin and I'm like, but we could just get young Taiga for a 5th member. And now Adam gives us the fan service of telling us what else young Taiga was doing with me.
Well, so I mean, this is the thing, right? Like maybe that's the thing is like you flash back, but instead of being like, well, we could just get young Taiga, but then you remember what happened to young Taiga, how he like got caught up in a bad element, right? Like he worked for you as your bodyguard for a while, and then like got caught up in a bad element and like got arrested by Lone Star. And there's this like tearful farewell of like, you know, his hand and yours like coming apart as the cops drag him away, and he like shouts like, "I will never forget you, Night Sass," and they like throw him in the van. And they like pull away, and you're like standing on the curb, and the rain is like pouring down on you, and like a single silver tear just like slides through your makeup as they take your beloved young Taiga away to jail.
Mr. Extreme is also crying, right?
Totally, yeah. His little panel is like sad face with little animated tears, and then you come back. And maybe we get the fade in on Night Sass's eyes, particularly like glittering with like barely held back tears for her lost friend. And then you see Gavin, and it's like it could all just happen again. Your friend could just like, you could get him in trouble and he could get dragged away or killed. Are you gonna let this happen to poor Gavin?
I'm thinking that, but I'm also thinking like it's kind of a downgrade.
Yeah, it is. Yes.
How often can I attempt to read someone's mind?
As often as you like.
I want to, after Bonbon has gotten most of this out.
Yeah.
I want to read his mind again, or try to.
So you can see him. So he's listening, and he's very intent and like taking like deep breaths and trying to focus. He's very intent on what Bonbon is saying. So yeah, you can make that roll. We'll make the opposed roll.
Okay, it'll be 4 again.
Okay, I'm just gonna double check something really quick for resisted tests. It's based on the force. Okay, we did it right the first time.
Okay, cool.
So I'm rolling 6 dice pool 6 against TN 4. This time you penetrate Gavin's mighty defenses. Yeah. Okay. So roll your drain.
Okay.
So 4, you're resisting a 4m1 wound, so willpower, target number 4. You can use the rest of your spell pool if you want.
5.
Oh yeah,
so I'm good, right? Yeah.
Really good. Okay. So how many more successes did you get than him?
2.
2? Okay, so it's not a full, you need 3 to get the full mental, like...
I need 3 to be able to just ask whatever I want, right?
Yeah, 2 successes allows you to probe for specific thoughts. You can find out something that he knows consciously, but you can't get into his subconscious. You can't like dig in. I
guess like I'm wanting. I mean, really, all I'm looking for specifically right now is sort of surface thought reactions to what Bonbon is saying, like whether or not he's surprised, like if he knew a lot of this already.
Okay.
So I'm not sure how to phrase that or what to do.
So all you can know is things he knows consciously, which is fine. You can read what he's feeling while Bonbon is saying this, right?
Yes, okay. I would like that.
Okay, so we see Breakdown's face, and maybe the like weird psychedelic like magic things are happening background. Yeah,
like almost like I'm going into warp drive.
yeah, and your pupils like dilate as the magic happens.
Yeah.
And we see Gavin's face looking kind of serious, and then like with Night Sass's like flashback, we hear sound first before you start to see what's in his mind. You hear gunshots, and then like shouting. Someone is yelling in Japanese. And you see a sight. It's like it's dark. It's raining. Because you're sort of living in Gavin's mind, you can feel what he's feeling. Like you can feel your heart like pounding in your chest. Your hands are like wet and sticky with like someone's blood. You feel scared, and you can see like he's like looking in the distance. You can see helicopters approaching over the like Golden Gate Bridge. And Gavin looks down, and there's a Japanese man, like a street samurai. He's got one like cybernetic arm. There's a broken katana like laying next to him, and he's like bleeding out. And Gavin is like trying to stop him from bleeding. And this Japanese guy like grabs you by the shoulders and says in Japanese, which you can understand because you're in Gavin's head.
Because I'm Gavin, yeah.
Yeah, because you're Gavin. He says. you have to go, run before they get here. And Gavin says like, no, I can't leave you, man. And he says, no, just go. I will take the blame. And Gavin stands up and looks at the helicopters again and looks down at his friend. And his friend kind of like lifts himself up a little bit and then just like shouts like, run. And Gavin like turns and runs off, and you see the like streets of San Francisco like through his tears as he like flees into an alley, and the sound of a drone following him off into the darkness. Do you say anything, or there's a moment of like silence in the room?
Right. Do you look at me like, wow, she was right?
Do I look at you?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Whoa, what? No, I wait to see what he says.
Okay. So what was the last thing you said, Bonbon? You were like, so what do you think, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically. Or maybe like, do you have any questions?
He just like kind of like stares at the table littered with like empty nacho plates and his like Neil the Orc Barbarian DVD. And he looks up at you. And he kind of shakes his head and he says, I promised Yoshi's family I'd never go back to that life. But if you're in trouble, roll charisma. I want to see if you convinced him to come back to the danger he left behind.
Okay. I'll do. What's my target number?
Secret badass. Gavin's a secret badass.
Target number is 6.
Oh shit. Okay.
Get it, girl. Girl, get it. Get it.
Here we go. I'm rolling them. Oh shit.
I see some 6.
Oh shit.
All right. So he says, I told Yoshi's family I'd never go back to that life, but he looks at you, looks at Night Sass, looks at Breakdown. He says, but if you need my help, well, hey, what are friends for, right?
That's what I like to hear. All right. Fantastic. Well, listen, we have until 8. We have to meet Crusher at the Tsar at 8. And we got to get our stuff. We got to prepare. Gavin, is there anything else you need? It sounds like maybe you know exactly what you need to bring.
He says, I have a couple of drones in storage. They might be useful. Haven't run them in a while. He shrugs. I could go get them.
I go to the table and I sit down and I just say, Gavin, you know that, like, if you don't want to do this, you're still our friend. We never intended on getting you wrapped up in this. We had no idea that you had ever done anything like this before. Like, I promise there were never any ill intentions. I want you to know that. And if you need to leave all of this behind, you can.
I thought we were telling the truth here, Breakdown.
He
Maybe we didn't befriend him with that intention, but I mean, you want to tell the truth. I don't
just,
telling the
I have
truth.
like a
we all
super
loved you from the
confused
start,
look on my
Gavin.
face. Like, what?
Well, so out of character, because from the very start, I'm pretty sure Bonbon and Crusher like wanted to use him for some plan or another.
I guess
Like,
that's true.
right from the start.
I guess that's true, because you guys are the worst.
Yeah, seriously.
So, should we get our stuff?
Yeah, so I think that he says, so you told him you tell him you gotta, like, you have a ride, you're gonna meet him at the dock or whatever?
Yeah.
Okay, alright. So he says to you, Bonbon, he's like, alright, I'm gonna go hit the storage facility and then I'll meet you there. Boat's at 8, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. So he turns and like goes to leave and stops and he turns around and he says, well, I mean, if we're gonna do this thing for real, Gavin's not really my real name anyway, but you can call me Go-Kart if you want. And then he walks out.
I was gonna say we gotta know his street name.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, totally. His Shadowrunner name is silly Go-Kart.
We'll see you
Aw,
soon.
cutie.
Okay, yeah. So he walks out into the walks out into the hallway. Okay.
I told you. Perfect plan.
I told you guys he was some kind of crazy Shadowrunner spy.
No, you said he was bad, Night Sass. I remember this conversation like it was 30 minutes ago. And
Aren't
it was
all
30 minutes ago.
Shadowrunners
And you said he
bad?
was bad. No. What? No. Gavin's not bad. Gavin is proof that you can be a Shadowrunner and do good, that you don't necessarily have to carry the bad stigma that comes
like
with
pressure.
Like on eyeballs.
Yeah, like you can't see. That's why it's
like
eyebrows.
all that. Exactly. You know what the fuck I'm talking about.
That's what
This is
Bonbon's
perfect.
mom used to always say that. Like, don't be a Shadowrunner, you go blind. You're gonna go blind if you Shadowrun. Shadowrunning in there? Stop it. All right. So let's cut to the docks maybe. Unless there's anything particular that you want to have done, we can jump to that.
Sure.
Okay. All right. So Crusher, you had 3 hours. Is there anything that you wanted to do before you meet with the rest of the group and with Josh?
I'm looking at. I do have low magnification goggles, so if that allowed me to see across the water, you tell me.
Yeah, for sure. If you want to do some like surveillance, what are you looking for?
Just if they have beefed up security, if I see anything out of the ordinary. I mean, I was there for 3 hours in the same spot, so we can call it just like reconnaissance of some sort.
Sure. Yeah. What kind of things are you looking for?
Beefed up security, what type of weapons, how many people I've seen on patrol that are
Sure.
different from one another.
Yeah, their facility is like pretty deep in the sort of forested area of Council Island, so you can't watch it specifically, but you can keep a really close eye on traffic coming and going.
Okay.
You definitely see like Universal Brotherhood like vans like bring people back and forth, but no security. It looks like security lives on the island. You don't see them making any kind of like movement to or from the island.
Any other big parties that went over?
No,
on the
mostly
barge?
tourists. Mostly tourists. You see a couple of vehicles that look like consular vehicles, like a limo with the little like flag of the Salish She. You see a UCAS consular vehicle go out there, and otherwise mostly just tourists. Yeah, a lot of tourists.
And then I guess the last thing is that I was looking for a drop-off point, like the best access point for us to be dropped off at.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, you're gonna have to swim.
Yeah.
Because he won't be able to like pull you up to the island. But yeah, make a perception test for me.
Fuck. My perception's 1. I don't know why I even questioned that. Actually, it's probably a little bit higher, but I'll just roll with 1 because that's on my character sheet. What target number would you like?
Target number 4 is fine.
All right.
I'll give you 1 success worth of information. Okay. Yeah, you can see an area that looks like it's too rocky to be like a tourist beach. Really, the only people that would go there would be like people that wanted to like surf, maybe. But yeah, you can definitely like that. That seems like a good place to hit the island. It does occur to you though that like swimming in your full armor is going to be tricky. So you want to convince Joshua to get you as close as possible.
What would be the other alternative? Could I throw my armor off, or would it sink?
Yeah. I mean, you could take it off and put it in a bag and find some way to get it onto the island that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
How hard would it be to steal a buoy off the boat?
I don't know if you'd even need to steal. You could probably buy one from Joshua, like a flotation device or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Well, then maybe I just try to work that out of my head,
Okay. Yeah.
and then I wait for the crew. Or maybe I get this. I'm there with the boat first, and then the crew shows up after some.
Yeah. I mean, I think that after a while you start to see people like collecting, lots of like teens and early 20s, like party goers. They're all like dressed up to get wrecked and have a good time. They all start to pull up in like expensive looking cars. It looks like a bad scene from like Fast and the Furious. And the parking lot is eventually full of people like getting ready to get on the party boat. And then your friends arrive.
How do you guys just bring a cab? What do you bring?
Yeah, whatever we use to get over here. Cab.
Yeah, you take a cab. Okay. All right. So here's what happens. They pull up. I guess I'll give you a minute if you want to explain the Gavin situation to Crusher. But yeah, you're there in a yeah.
Is Gavin there?
No, he's not there yet.
Okay.
Gavin's one of us now.
Yeah, Crusher. So there's been a slight change in plans. We have a +1 added to the reservation. I guess before we get here, I should kind of break it down for you. So, Gavin's coming with us, and before you freak out, Gavin has. Well, let's just say Gavin's not who you think he is. Gavin is an ex-Shadowrunner. He's a rigger. He's going to be making himself available to help us with surveillance during whatever this operation is we're about to go on.
I just like nod up and down. It's like, yeah, that works. All right, yeah. My friend Josh was gonna drop us off. We're gonna have to swim for a bit, so I hope you brought your trunks. I just like turn and start walking towards the boat.
All right, we're gonna swim.
So you like Gavin?
I turn. I'm just like, well, I mean, if he's a part of the group, then he's an asset. Kind of sucks that he's a little bit of a pussy, but we'll see how he handles himself in combat. I just like walk.
An asshole.
I just walk towards the boat again.
For a second, like I thought maybe he was mind controlled by someone or had his own memory wiped. But,
Right, yeah. Like, body snatched, maybe?
Okay. All right. So you hear the sort of like dull, like low roar of a sports car like pulling up. And you turn and you look and you see this like matte black DeLorean like slide into the parking lot. The like wings open. And yeah, Gavin gets out. He's wearing like a red leather jacket. He has like fingerless gloves on. He's got some kind of like wraparound sunglasses, like chrome wraparound sunglasses. And he gets out and he like presses a remote and the car goes like boop boop and the like wings go down. And he like pulls his glasses up on his forehead and kind of gives you the nod. He's like, "Hey, what's up?"
Go-Kart. I think you know everyone already. Crusher, this is Go-Kart.
Is that the name of the car?
Gavin shakes his head. He's like, no, man, it's, and he like points his thumb at himself. He's like, it's my working name. Anyway, let me introduce you to the team.
I just kind of like make the exact face I just did. Where I'm just like,
yeah.
What?
What the actual fuck? Yeah. And he's like,
Gavin, sorry.
Let me introduce you to the team. And he walks around the back of the car and he's got like a cargo like compartment he's added on to the back. And he opens it and these 3 drones pop out and they like take to the sky. One of them, they're all painted the same color as the car. Sass, you and Bonbon can tell like they're a little old. Like they're probably like 5 or 6 years behind the times. But they're still in like pretty solid condition, mil-spec drones like across the board. He points at one, and you can see that it's like a hover drone with like 3 guns underneath, like 3 gun emplacements. He's like, "That's King Ghidorah. That's the firepower." He points at another one. It's like a chrome like surveillance drone. You can barely see it once it's in the sky. He's like, "That's Rodan and this bad boy." And he points to this other one that has like speakers on the outside. He's like, "I call that one King Kong because he's loud." And he says, "So these guys are going to be following behind the boat. I'm going to keep them offline. Rodan will look out for air support because," and he like points to the island, and he says, "They have pretty good security. I did some checks on the way over."
I feel like we were playing an RPG and we like never leveled and we're about to go to the boss fight. Then we get a new character, and he's like 20 times above us in level, and it's okay. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, or it might all be for show.
Yeah, I still have that same look, and I'm just looking at the rest of the group. Just like, go-kart. All right, yeah. No, come on. Get over here. We actually have there's 2 of us now. You know, if you know what I'm saying. Let's go. Just
eye roll.
I go and like put my arm around him and walk him towards the boat.
Go-kart, the one that we made, Water Your Plants, that one's not here, right?
He turns and looks at you, and yeah, he like takes his sunglasses off, and he looks at you, Night Sass, and he's like, he shakes his head. He's like, no, I mean, I could have brought it. It's got okay cameras, but I didn't want to risk it. I really like that one. These guys are
I don't want to
anyway.
see it get hurt.
Do you have Mr. Extreme with you?
Of course.
Yeah. He looks up and he's like, yeah, we'll make sure that little guy doesn't get taken down. It's cool. They can take a punch. And like when he's talking to you, like you can see he's like struggling because he keeps putting on the like, yeah, no, I'm a tough, cool Shadowrunner like vibe. But then when he's like actually talking to you, you can see that he's like actually still kind of nervous and like wants to impress you. Like most of that stuff, he spent his time like looking at Night's ass.
Yeah, I can tell.
Yeah, of course. I mean, Night's ass assumes everyone is trying to impress her, I think, but
Pretty much.
yeah, but everyone else can see Gavin trying to impress Night's ass. So he, in that vein, when you explain, like, you say, like, we're gonna get on the boat, he says to you, Crusher, he's like, so it's like a standard, like, snatch and grab? What is this guy, like, you know, we're moving him to a new corp? What's the deal? Or is this guy, like, really a friend of yours? Because they said, I mean, before, he, like, kind of rolls his eyes, like, before we had the talk, they said he was a friend of yours, this Flores. I did some searching, geneticist, right? Someone with bugs, works for Ass Technology.
Hold on, how long has he known this guy? It took him 3 hours? 3 fucking hours, and he figured this all shit out. All right? This is what I'm fucking talking about right now. Goddamn Gavin McGraw over here, this fucking badass.
He's like, to be fair, I call some people, and plus I can do a lot while I'm driving, so I got a lot of free time. I mean, it's not their fault. Like they gave me all the base work. I call some people. Anyway, yeah, Flores. Seems like kind of a big deal. What's he doing with this Universal Brotherhood? Anyway.
Don't know. Don't care.
know.
We just got to get him out of there alive.
Oh. Huh. Okay. I mean, you can't just walk in and take him. There's security, right? Who do they work for?
Who does who work for? The security?
Yeah, the security guys on the that work for the Universal Brotherhood.
Gavin, look.
Yeah, I'll tell him. I'm just bringing up.
I'm just getting on the boat, all right? I'm fucking done.
It's Ironside Security.
Oh, Ironside, yeah. Seder Krupp people, right? Oh, they're tough. So, and he like looks at Night's ass and Bomb on a Britain. He's like, okay, so we're gonna want to not get in a fight with these people. I mean, I've got some decent firepower, and big guy over here can. Well, he looks like he can take a shot, but and then he looks at Breakdown. Okay, this is uncomfortable. I'm just gonna say it. What exactly do you do?
She's the he's the bird lady, you know, caca.
I mean, I'm not like, I don't want to offend you, but like, I don't. Breakdown. I feel like I know you okay. Like we're neighbors, we hang out and stuff, but like professionally, what's your thing?
I heal.
Okay, that's a good start. Do you have anything else that you do besides?
He's never shot a gun. Never.
Hey. He like,
I did
like,
once.
Hey, you know what? Shooting at people, that's. He like gestures to you. That's your job, man. Everybody's got a job, and I just want to make sure I understand the team before we do this thing, right? So, I mean, hold on. And he walks over to you, Breakdown, and he kind of like he if he was taller, he would put his hand on your back, but he kind of like awkwardly like puts his hand on your like waist, and he's like, come here, and he like walks you away from the rest of the group.
What the fuck is this? Therapy session or some shit? We got a fucking boat?
He turns over his shoulder and he's like, hang on.
Do his thing.
Just.
Yeah, okay. You got a fucking robot you gotta tell her? Whatever, Gavin. I thought you were cool.
So yeah, he kind of like walks you a little ways away, and he like he stands up on like a parking a block, so he's like kind of eye level with you, and he's like, "All right." So, like looks over, looks back at you. You're the one that keeps these jokers alive, right? It's your job.
That's my job.
Okay, that's really important, but like, that's got to make you feel like not very useful sometimes, right? Like if things don't go bad, what? And like kind of gestures like, you know, a good job, nobody's gonna need you.
Chuckle. Like, you have not been on the jobs we've been on. And I said, but I'm sure you've had some jobs that didn't go quite so well, and I think I've been able to help. And that's really the only reason I'm here. I didn't want us to do this anymore. I got a job at a clinic. I was making money, and I just kind of...
Yeah. When you get quiet, he kind of sighs and nods, and he's like, "Take it from me, man. Once you get into this thing, I don't think you can get out. I tried too. I just don't think it's possible."
But the only reason you're getting back into it is because of us.
Look, don't take it personally. If it wasn't you, it would have been something else. I can't live in that shitty apartment forever. I had money once. Going legit is really, really hard. And sometimes it's just easier to steal the things you want or get paid to steal shit for other people. I gotta level with you, Breakdown. You can't last in this world if you think you're gonna be a good person. You can look out for your friends, and that's cool. Loyalty's all we got. But like, this world, it is bad for you. And it's just gonna take you apart.
Maybe right after that, Crusher just goes, "Hey, is Tea Time fucking done yet? Can we go?"
Can I like break immersion for a second? Because
Yeah.
the past 10 minutes, I've just been feeling like Adam has just been having so much fun with the Shadowrun campaign that he just wants to be a player. And now this is really being solidified. So it seems like he's trying to get Dodger to just leave. You know, like, Breakdown, you're not good. You DM, I'm coming here.
We're swapping jobs.
Oh no, no. See, I hate when GMs have like their character in a game. Oh, Gavin, you just wait. Gavin's not gonna stick around one way or another. So, yeah. So he's basically trying to like he's telling you like, you know, like you say that, Crusher, and he turns around and he's like, he taps his watch. He's like, "I know, man. I know. 2 minutes." And he turns back and looks at you, and he says, "I'm not saying this to bring you down. I'm not saying this to tell you you're not good at your job. I'm just saying, like, don't feel bad if we don't use you, right? Because that means everything went fine. And trust me, and I think you know this, shit never goes fine. We're going to need you to keep your shit together." And he looks at Bonbon, and then looks at you again, and he says, "But, like, I know you two have a thing, and I need to know that if I get shot, you're going to worry about me just as much as," gestures at Bonbon. "I need you to be a pro out there."
I will take care of you. I promise.
And then he like looks at you for a second, kind of scrutinizingly, and he like puts his hands on. He's like, "All right, bring it in."
I like chuckle and then give him a hug.
Okay,
which
yeah.
I'm sure looks hilarious because of the height difference.
Yeah. He gives you a hug and kind of like leans in so his feet come off the ground. And then he nods. He's like, "Good talk. All right, let's do this thing. Come on." And then the two of them come back to where the rest of you are.
Maybe they just come back to me and Bonbon in like a fight. So
I was gonna say, yeah. So what are the three of you talking about while that's happening?
I'm just like, "Bonbon, your fucking boyfriend once again is delaying the mission. Why is he here? What is he gonna do? Is he gonna fucking pull a dove out of his hat and press the fucking guards? What's the plan?"
No. All right, like they couldn't have a talk. What?
I'm just saying, I've been waiting all fucking goddamn day. All right, it's hot.
Wait a second. Wait a second. You told us to show up at 8. We showed up at 8. Like, we're on time, right? We still need to know what the hell's going on here.
And that's probably when Gavin walks over. I'm just like, oh, okay, good. Are we good? Breakdown, you ready?
We're fine.
Yeah, he says, he's like, yeah, we're good. We need to talk details, magic stuff. It's cool, don't worry about it. He, like,
wait, so you a magic user
sunglasses
too?
up and, like, winks at you.
I blatantly asked him, just like, wait, so you use magic too?
He shakes his head, and he's like, no, I worked with mages in my time. And he kind of, like, stage whispers to you. He's like, they can be real difficult. And, like, then he, like, looks over at you, breakdown, like, I'm just kidding. I'm just fucking around with them.
You can't play all the... We're fucking getting on the boat. All right, let's go.
So he says to you, as you're walking towards the crowd that's now getting on the boat, you can hear Joshua standing on the deck of the boat with his megaphone, be like, "Party people, get on the boat!" Like shouting.
I turn around and very sternly, I'm just like, nobody, and I mean nobody, do any fucking drugs. All right? We're not babysitting here. We're getting dropped off across the fucking ocean. We're swimming to the island. If you have shit you can't carry, make sure Gavin knows that. Maybe you can get one of his fucking robots to help bring it onto the land, all right?
No, wait, let me get that. No drugs.
No fucking drugs, Bonbon.
All
At
right,
all.
then we're good. All right, great. What about this prescription I have for my carpal tunnel?
Give it to Joshua.
What do you mean?
He's a
Not
nice
a
guy.
seal
He could
on it.
probably pass it off on someone. Maybe he
I'm
makes
just
some
kidding.
extra
It's
money
a thing
tonight.
of Tic Tacs. Never mind. I'm just.
All right, so it's 100 new yen a person to get on the party boat.
Bonbon already said that she's paying Gavin, so I'm not picking that up.
Okay.
I'm down.
As long as
Everyone 100 credits each or total?
100 credits a person. That's the
Yeah.
ticket for the party tour.
You're really gonna charge me?
I paid Gavin's fee.
Do you try to sneak on his talent, Kaitlyn?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see how that goes. So everybody's getting on the boat, and you're like running your cred sticks, and then you walk up, and there's a bouncer guy at the edge of the boat with a stick reader, and you just try to walk past him.
Yeah, I just walk.
Okay, he like puts his hands up, and he's like, whoa, hold on, it's 100 credits.
You guys are already underpaying me so much to sing here tonight, and you're gonna charge me on top of that? Is this for real?
He kind of looks at you like, I kind of know you from somewhere, but I don't know where I know you from.
I keep walking.
Make a charisma check.
4?
Check number 6.
What?
Oh my god, rough.
All right, so unless you want to spend karma to reroll,
Holy shit! I think that's the worst you've ever done on a charisma roll. You know,
Yeah,
you nailed
actually-
this.
yeah,
That's so weird.
it's all successes and oh no, I know what he does. Okay, you can either, here's your choice. You can either pay a karma to make this not a like colossal failure, like a botch, or you can just let me run with the terrible, horrible roll you just made.
Well, I'm not gonna say anything.
I mean, I have like 63k new yen. To pay 100 new yen is not really worth
It's the principle of the thing.
It is worth the principle of the thing, so that's why I'm going to re-roll, and we're never going to speak about this.
Okay, so you don't actually get to reroll because you failed and got a 1, so it's like a botch. Which means the worst you can upgrade it to a regular failure from like a colossal failure.
So I'd have to pay 2 karma for that, or 1?
No, the best you can do is 1 karma, and you still failed.
But like, you didn't stub your toe and kill yourself. You just stubbed your toe and your toe.
Here are your 2
hurts.
options. One karma, and there'll be a failure that'll be a minor like complication. You'll have to deal with that. If you don't pay the karma, then I get to just run wild with like the worst possible thing that could happen.
I really want to know what that entails, but I'm going to spend the 1 karma.
Okay.
But in another world where I didn't.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I know I gotta. You'll never know. You gotta. You can keep that karma, and I can just go with it. But okay, so you're gonna spend the karma.
What should I do? I'm curious.
Spend the karma. We can ask him later.
You won't tell me.
I promise I will never tell you what it was going to be.
You're the worst, Adam.
Never. I'll go to my grave with that secret.
Can I make rolls on what you're about to do as it happens?
Oh yeah, once it happens, you can respond to it, for sure.
I'm putting the karma back in my character sheet.
Okay, you're going to keep the karma? All right.
Jesus.
Damn it.
All right. So what did you say to him? You're like, don't you know who I am? Do you tell him? Or you're like, I'm Night Sass? Because he's like, he's looking at you.
Is he gonna mistake me for someone else?
I want to know what you say when he looks at you like you can tell he's struggling to figure out who you are.
Like trying to disrespect me. You know who I am.
So he looks at you and he's like, oh yeah, you're
No.
you're that Night Sass chick. And then you hear behind him a woman say, Night Sass? Oh fuck no. And the camera pans over and we see these like brightly colored like rainbow platforms and pan up like a full latex like bodysuit in rainbow colors, and then a woman with like two big like star sunglasses. She like puts them on top of her head and she's like just shaking her head like, oh fuck no, you get off my boat.
I hear that, I'm just like, oh, for fuck's sake. Just scream.
And I think that you see next to her, there's two guys. Actually, there's a guy and a girl. They're both dressed in like rainbow, but they're wearing like rainbow like body armor. And you see one of them like cock like a rainbow colored Uzi, just go like and like look at you like, get the fuck off this boat, Night Sass.
So she has like an entourage? Rainbow does?
Yeah. Her armed goons are like, oh no.
Roger, you're muted. But yeah, I just like.
We all see this happening, right?
Yeah,
We're like there. We're right there.
I'm fully decked out, so I literally just like walk behind Night's ass and maybe like crack my metal knuckles or some shit.
While he's doing that, I like reach to get my wallet and I pull it out and I'm like, no, I don't know who the fuck you are, but I think this might pertain to you. And this is a picture of me and Kenji going at it. And it folds out and it's a whole picture booth. There's like four.
Awesome. We expect maybe to see like a badge or so you pull out like a cop. You're like, maybe this will change your mind. And then it's like folds out into this like long series of naked photos of like you and her ex-boyfriend. That's so good.
And then I get shot in the face.
Can I cast control emotion?
Yes. Yeah, sure. Yeah, you all see this happening. The crowd, like, as soon as the guy, like, cocks the Uzi, people start to, like, make room for whatever big, like, thing is about to happen. And then, yeah, you wanna cast control emotion?
Yeah.
What emotion would you like to instill, and in whom?
I'm trying to figure out, like...
Adornment.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it would be funnier for her to be scared of you suddenly, or for her to suddenly just be like, actually, I love you, I'm your biggest fan. Like, to just absolutely love you. I think that might keep you the safest. Yeah, I'm gonna go for that, because I think it's funnier, too.
Okay.
That's why I took my karma back.
Okay, so we're gonna do control emotion, force 4.
I just love the visual of like, yeah, what about this? And then they're like, flap.
Yes, amazing.
Fall down. So good. All right, so control emotion. You can make the subject feel some overwhelming emotion. What is the emotion?
Love.
Love. Okay, Rainbow has a willpower of 3, so you need 3 successes.
Okay.
You need 3 successes, so you can cast it. What's the force you have control emotion at?
4.
Okay, plus you can throw in some additional points.
Yeah.
So from your spell pool.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, cool. Boop. 5 successes.
Okay. All right. So roll to resist drain. So it's a 4L1. You just need 1 success.
Cool.
Holy shit.
Okay. All right, so there's a moment because no one else knows that Breakdown did this, right? So
Yeah.
Night's takes out the photo, and everybody gets like tense. The guy like cocks his like gaudy Uzi, like looks menacingly at her over his rainbow trench coat, and Rainbow looks at you, and she just like takes her sunglasses off. She's staring at you, and she's like, "Night Sass, you bitch," and she like throws herself at you. But not, and then like she like crashes into you because the bouncer's like stunned and it happens really fast. She just like throws herself on you, and then you realize she's like hugging you, and she's just like pulls herself away from you and holds you at arm's length. She's like, "You're so gross," and like gets you another big hug, and she's like, "God, I can't believe you still have those photos. Ew, Kenji, right?" And like pulls you by her, like puts her arm around you, and she's like, "Let's go get a drink," and like drags you over to the table, and the bouncer's like, "Yeah, but she hasn't," and Rainbow's just like, "Shut up, dude," and yeah, and pulls you into the crowd, and both of her bodyguards just kind of look at each other like,
yeah, I look at them and I'm just like, what the fuck just happened?
yeah, you say that,
Yeah, I'm looking at them. I was like, I was ready to fucking fight you two.
yeah, and I think the dude like unholstered, like he puts his gun away, and he's just like, "What the fuck was that?"
I like exhale the breath that I've been holding, just like, oh, okay, all right. Like, and I'll move on with our lives now.
Yeah, and I think that the bodyguard, he comes up to you, Crusher, and he's like, "These fucking celebrities, man, like, this job is ridiculous.
I don't even,
swear to
this
God,
is
every
fucking
day
ridiculous.
something
I'm
like
not
this
even a
happens to me."
bodyguard. I can't stand this shit. All fucking day.
All right, so maybe Crusher and the two like Rainbow's two bodyguards like hang out.
Yeah,
like,
no, that's who we spent the trip.
yeah, just
with.
complain about
That's
their
who I spent the
client.
trip. Yeah, yeah.
How long does
Okay.
that spell last for?
Let's see. As a rule of thumb, as long as they're keeping in the emotion, there's no penalty. It lasts, I think, as long as sustained. So as long as Breakdown concentrates on keeping it like the whole trip, basically. As long as Breakdown just like shadows you and just like concentrates on making sure that Rainbow loves you, it'll be fine.
Okay, I wasn't gonna metagame it, but like, well, I'm not going to. But I was just thinking, like, what if I get into a situation where like she's buying me drinks,
Yeah.
and then I'm like, whatever, I have had worse, and we get into bed, and then it just like switches off, and it's like,
Yeah. Well, the great thing about that would be that Breakdown, to maintain the spell, would have to be in visual range. So we would just have like the two of you in a cabin somewhere, and Breakdown just like outside the window. Like, oh God, I don't want to have to watch this. Just like right down his forehead. Because yeah, you have to maintain visual contact with the target. So. So maybe like. I mean, I think that's like the Love Boat takes off on its tour, and yeah, and that's totally normal behavior here on the pizza party. These kinds of things.
Yeah, I tried so hard to be like a Shadowrunner this fucking game, and did exactly the opposite as usual.
Oh, poor Breakdown.
There you go.
All right.
Yeah, there's like a moment where I want to turn to Gavin and be like, I can also do that, but then realize it's not actually something to be proud of.
Yeah,
Like,
totally.
never mind, I don't need anybody to know I just did that.
if Night Sass and Rainbow actually go at it, you know, like you like moan your partner's name, I would assume that she'd be saying Night Sass. I'd just be like, oh, you, yeah,
Oh yeah, you.
you.
Whatever your name is.
Nice. All right. It's the end of this week.
All right.
I don't even know what happens next week, but
Madness.
it'll happen.
Well, let's hand out the end of session karma, and so we'll go through. Anybody get karma for pursuing their character's belief this session?
I had a whole conversation where I was like, I don't want to do this.
Yep, you definitely did.
I genuinely believe that Rainbow's in love with me.
Yeah, that's real. Yep. Yeah, you're right. One should know you and be your friend. So yeah, karma there for sure.
I left the entire group because I'm the only Shadowrunner in this group.
Take that karma. Yep.
Yeah.
You were asking for belief?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you can never be too prepared.
Yeah, I mean, having an extra Shadowrunner on the team is showing evidence of preparation. Totally. Okay. I know for instinct, I know for sure Night Sass, yours got you in trouble. Anybody else? Instinct get him in trouble?
No.
No.
Okay. All right. And did anybody resolve their goal?
No one got hurt.
That's
except
true.
their
No one-
feelings.
I mean, you can fix those. But yeah, no, you prevented anyone from getting hurt this time.
If I send out a
It's next
smoke
session.
signal to Javier and he looks at it, does that count?
No. Still working towards it.
I would like to ask you. I mean, obviously, with the goal that I had, I'm sure that you know what I was trying to do. But actually, the result was even better than that with what I was trying to do.
Let me find what you said to me. Yeah, you accomplished your goal. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
It
Cool.
was basically to get Gavin to.
How much
Yeah,
karma's flashbacks again?
What's that?
How much karma's flashbacks again?
Oh yeah, if you do a flashback, you get 5. So. Yeah,
And
so
we
take
all
that.
have one. Well, so Kaitlyn's the only one who's used all the flashbacks.
No, I did 2 in one episode once, so I only got 1 for that.
Yeah, you get 5. You get 5 karma if you do it once in an episode. But you can always throw flashbacks at me. You can always be like, let's do a flash.
But definitely myself and Breakdown and Crusher still have.
Yeah, all 3 of you definitely have
I have one left
one
for
more
sure.
rewardable.
Well, I
one.
still have 1 too.
I have a question. Can we use a flashback to spend karma? Like, for example, if I increase something, can I use or would that?
Yeah, like a training montage. Yeah, totally.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. That makes sense.
All right,
Cool.
All right, let's do some shout outs. Call it a show. Wheat, do you want to start us off?
Yeah, I want to first apologize for my audio.
What did you
sorry.
add to the mix that was new?
It was actually what I took out that was causing the buzz. Believe it or not, my Monster Power Conditioner, which is specifically designed to
Take it out?
eliminate that sort of shit, is essentially what is introducing it. So
Weird.
in order to do that, I had to take it out of the chain, and somewhere in there, I fucking probably pressed a button or did something. So I'm gonna have to figure it out after the fact. But I apologize.
do not
in
envy you.
What's that?
Said I do not envy you.
I know, man. Well, of course, I'm gonna call you and be like, "Can you listen to me for now?" No, I'm just kidding. I won't do that. So anyway, I will be playing some Overwatch, and I can't wait to play Fallout 4. And
It just came out a minute ago for you.
did it really?
No.
Mini Wheat has been streaming Undertale.
Aww.
Yeah, he is in love with that soundtrack, and he started playing World of Warcraft, which is also just fucking adorable.
I heard a story over the weekend at BlizzCon that involved Mini Wheat, and I was actually in tears from laughter.
Which
when,
one? Was it the one? Wait, was it? Let me guess. That
Okay.
it was told by someone named Hogan.
No,
Oh, okay. I don't know it.
it involves
repeat
who was it? Yeah, it could be repeated. It was I think it might have been Shannon telling me that you were playing Overwatch, and Adam Koebel messages you, or is in your chat or something, and said Wheat, get me into the Overwatch beta or something like that, and you responded, why don't you get on Mini Wheat's level because he's playing right next to me or some shit like that. And Adam was so fucking upset that he just left your chat. He didn't talk to you for a day. And he was very upset about that, so I thought that was funny as hell. Because I like pissing Adam off, so there you go. Speaking of another Adam pissing off, do some shout outs, Koebel.
It's me. Like every other person on Earth, I'm going to be playing Fallout tomorrow. So you can come and hang out with me. Twitch.tv/Adam Koebel. That's where I do all that stuff. The thread upon which to vote is up on JP subreddit now. Links in chat. Go do that. You can participate in the rewarding of these people and their ridiculous behavior. And then, just follow me on Twitter, Skinny Ghost. I talk about role-playing games all the time. I was saying on break, I've started maybe some notes on developing a role-playing game that's more like what we're actually playing. So I'll be asking people for feedback about that for weird cyberpunk dating sim game. So if you're interested in seeing that in its alpha stages, come and check it out over on Twitter.
There you go. Dodger, do some shout outs.
What's up, everybody? Today was super fun. You guys can call me Yenta the Matchmaker from now on because I found my new calling. Yeah, it was a good day. I'm excited to be back from the break. And all my stuff's over there. So please come check me out. That would be awesome. I don't know if I'm going to be streaming Fallout 4. I haven't decided yet because I think so many people are going to be.
The smart play is just to stream Tomb Raider. I'm not even kidding.
Like yeah, I have Tomb Raider too.
Yeah, that's the smartest play. To be honest.
No, fuck Xbox exclusive. Nope.
It actually runs better on consoles than Fallout 4 does, so there's also that as well.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Anyways, last but not least, Kaitlyn, who's probably going to be playing Legacy of the Void, which comes out today as well.
Yeah, right? Because I went to the launch party. I'm gonna start my stream just by like unboxing everything that they gave us.
Nice.
So I don't know
Wait,
when
did you get a signed collector's edition?
Yeah.
You motherfucker.
And they gave us some other stuff and some cookies.
I have the first two signed, not the third one.
They wanted you there, JP.
I know, I should have gone.
Hecked up, JP.
I should have gone. I was literally sitting in the airport when they asked me, and I was like, nope, can't do it. I feel like shit. So there you go. Anyways, do some shout-outs, Kayla.
Thanks, everyone, for watching. I hope no one minds that I risked everything just to know what would have happened.
It worked out. It was fine.
Exactly. Thanks to djWHEAT, it all worked out. And better than it was before. So that's good. So yeah, thanks everyone for watching. Like I just said, I'll probably start streaming like an hour box stuff, and then for an hour or 2 hours. And then I don't know if I'm going to play, if I'm just going to play the campaign tonight. I might do that. I've never streamed myself playing StarCraft campaigns. I usually just play the game. I never even played like the Wings campaign, so that might be fun. Yeah, see you guys next time.
There you go. All right, we should have a show next Monday, so count on that. Otherwise, we'll tweet out if it is not. It'll also be updated on the site, but that's it. We'll see you guys next time on the show. I don't know when the next roleplay is going to be, but we'll be planning it probably tomorrow, so I'll let you guys know as soon as possible. Yay. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Mwah.